Your attention, please.
This October, thanks to my loving family members, for my birthday I was able to add 7 new titles to my game library. So I'm going to go over what those are, but before I do that, I thought I'd also take a little bit further step back to August when I added a few more at that time as well. I'm going to go through these games pretty quickly, but I did want to make mention of them. So the first one is Metroid Other M. I've played this game. I enjoyed this game. I got to the end. I'm going to be doing a review for it, so I won't talk too much about it right now, so stay tuned for that. Prototype 2, I also played and got through, and you may have already seen my review that I posted for it, and if not, you can check that out. Dante's Inferno, haven't played this one yet. Am looking forward to getting some God of War ripoff action. And last one from August is Assassin's Creed 2. Similar to Prototype 2, I never played the first Assassin's Creed game. I've heard this one's better, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I have heard good things about it, so I thought it would be a good way to introduce me to the series. I'm not really excited to play the game, but I do want to give it a try. So that brings us to October, and continuing the theme of sequels, we have BioShock 2. This one, I have played the first one, so I have played the original BioShock, and I was kind of getting an itching actually to get back into this world. So I look forward to playing this one, and in preparation for BioShock Infinite, which I'm also looking forward to for when it comes out next year. No shortage of sequels out there to play. I also got Resistance 3. I'm playing this game right now, and amazingly enough, I'm playing it co-op with a friend of mine from work known as Nephrectomy. He also has a new channel on YouTube, Mike Mess or Mess Mike. The links to his Twitter account and YouTube channels are below if you want to check it out. And I say amazingly I'm playing it co-op because I'm not really an online gamer kind of guy. I usually stick to my single player stuff and play the single player campaigns and I'm satisfied with that. But it's been fun so far. Now, one thing I can say was a little bit frustrating to see was when I first got the game installed, there were 4 updates to download. Now that in itself, I guess isn't so bad, but the first update was almost 700 megs. The last update, and I missed what the ones in between looked like, but the last one was just over 400 megs. So we know that's at least over a gig of updates to a game. That's not an update. That's a new game. I don't know what all these updates were for, but they're on there now and I'm playing it. And last in my line of sequels, or at least sequels that have a number in their title, I picked up Doom 3, the BFG edition. Now, I'm a big fan of the original Doom. I loved playing it when I was, I guess, around 16 years old. If that gives you some idea how old I am now. And part of me kind of felt like I wasn't picking up Doom 3, I was actually picking up Doom 1 with a free copy of Doom 2 and Doom 3. And I have already played Doom 2. I have not yet played Doom 3. I didn't get it for PC when it came out, and I don't have an Xbox of any model, so I didn't get to play Doom 3 when it came out. So this one should be an enjoyable experience to finally get a chance to play this one. But going back to the updates thing, I bought this game. This game came out this past Tuesday. I bought it on Wednesday, and I installed it. I wanted to play at least the first level of Doom 1 because I love the game. There was an update for this game. It was probably there the day of release. It was definitely there the day after release when I brought it home. Only 34 megs, not a huge patch, but there was an update to a game that was already made years ago that was just remastered for this generation. There's an update. How do you not get this game perfect on its first run? I don't know. It's just so weird. I mean, really? There was a patch or an update or whatever the thing it was, the reason I really required, they couldn't get it. The game's been out for years. I know they haven't been programming the remastered edition, but come on. Anyway, enough about updates. Moving on to what I think I'm going to call I'm a sucker for it list. We have some superhero games, which I'm one of these guys that tends to enjoy these games. I know a lot of people find them just throwaway games. Well, what can I say? I like them, I have fun with them. But wait, the first one, it isn't actually a superhero game, but it is based on a toy line for children. And that's the new Transformers Fall of Cybertron. I have the first one of these, again, another sequel. No number in this title, but another sequel. And I've heard that this one's even better, and it is one that my kids can watch me play too, so I expect I'll have some fun with it. It's Transformers, you know, it's Transformers. Next is Captain America. Unlike the Thor game that came out prior to it, or the Green Lantern game, Rise of the Manhunters, which I heard those ones were just terrible. This one actually has some merit to it, and it's a pretty apparently enjoyable time just going around beating guys up. So I'm glad I got this one. Of course, I got the Amazing Spider-Man game. If you're a regular follower of my videos, you may have seen my review of Spider-Man Edge of Time, and I said it there, I'll say it here, I am a sucker for Spider-Man. This one, I've heard people complaining, it's just trying to rip off the Arkham City gameplay mechanic, but you're Spider-Man instead. I know, that sounds awesome! And I'm having fun with it. Comparing it a lot to Spider-Man 2, because that was my second game I owned for my PS2, and that's the one that really got me interested again as far as video games go in the world of Spider-Man. And I love playing that game. I still love swinging around the city. So I've been doing lots of comparisons between that game and this game. This game does some things right. There's some things it could have done better, of course. I'm still having fun with it. I'll probably get a full review out once I'm done. And last game, this one's kind of a sequel, but not really, because it's a reboot, I suppose. And that's the Aliens vs. Predator game. The first Aliens vs. Predator that I played years ago, that was fun. The second one was fantastic. I love Aliens vs. Predator 2. This game, I'm a sucker for the franchises. I like the Predator franchise, like the Aliens franchise. I think Aliens, the movie, is gotta be my favorite movie ever, just because probably when I got into it and all the great nostalgic feelings it brings up and all the cool lines from it and the xenomorphs themselves. I just really enjoy the franchise, so of course I'm going to pick this one up. And I played through this one already, actually. Did all the campaigns, got to the end, beat the game. This is another one I'm sure I'll get around to doing a full review on, so maybe watch out for that. And that's it. Those are my acquisitions for October. Lots to keep me busy. And I actually have just a little bit of cash left over so that maybe I can pick up another game. I'm toying with the option of maybe picking up Darksiders 2. It seems to have already dropped in price a little bit. Not really sold on it yet. I had a great time playing the first one, but I hear they kind of amped up the RPG side of things, and I'm not really an RPG kind of guy. So I'm on the fence, but I figure I have lots of time to get through the rest of these games and decide what I'm going to do later. There's no need for me to make any rash decisions right now. One more thing, actually, to point out that I got, and this ties in with my Aliens vs. Predator game. I picked up Prometheus. Haven't watched it yet. Really looking forward to it.